We actually vet our sponsors. We don't just take their money and run like a butter bar lieutenant lost on the land nav course. Are you finally ready to plant your flag and claim your territory? Maybe it's time to use that VA loan to buy a home. Or hell, maybe you're looking to refinance and put some extra cash in your pocket for more questionable life decisions. Either way, the Veterans Mortgage Source, powered by Canopy Mortgage, has your six. Look, buying a home or refinancing can feel like getting overrun on a bad op. Chaotic, confusing, and full of obstacles that make no damn sense. That's where Corey and his team come in. They're like the QRF of home loans, ready to pull you out of the chaos and guide you to the best program for you. And trust me, they'll answer all your questions. Yeah, even the dumb ones. Whether you're a salty vet or fresh out of barracks still trying to figure out where your TA-50 went. Great service, solid rates, and a team that actually understands the military life. That's why all of us here at Veteran Trash Talk trust them to do right by every veteran in their family. Ready to lock it in? Give Corey a call or shoot him a text at 808-699-7874. That's 808-699-7874. Don't wait. Unless you like overpaying and getting treated like an FNG. The Veterans Mortgage Source is powered by Canopy Mortgage, LLC. All loans are subject to credit and property approval.
Hey, what's up, Mental Health Nation? I hope he's having a great Wednesday. Sorry for the late start, but as you can see, I'm down here at Kajna restaurant here in Gricignano, Italy. It's going to be a super great show. Len won't be on the show today, and it's going to be fun. My brother is here from America. He's visiting. He's going to come on a little bit later on the show and talk about his experience here in his first time in Italy. And then I'm going to have Claudio and Pepe sit down and have a conversation. I'm very lucky tonight. I have a very famous and lovely new translator. She'll be on the show later, Francisca. So she'll be translating. So I'll have two people sitting next to me. But before I get into that, I have to do some very important stuff. So you see that QR code up there for Wreaths Across America. You can scan that QR code for as little as $10 or $15. You can donate a wreath to ensure that that veteran is memorialized there during the holiday season. Very great, thankful for what all they do and making sure that those veterans are memorialized. And a lot of people don't understand this or know this, but you can also personalize a wreath to go on that memorial site. And so for a little bit extra money, if you get a loved one, family, or friend, you can absolutely personalize that. So, but along with that, if you don't know that, Wreaths Across America also has a radio station. And Wreaths Across America Radio replays my podcast at Fridays at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 10 p.m. And it's super easy to find. Just download the iTunes app, the Audacy app, or the iHeartRadio app and search for Wreaths Across America Radio for not only this great podcast, The Mental Health Warrior, but all the great podcasts and all the great programs that they have. And they really have expanded and have quite a big audience, and I'm super proud to be part of it. So that's Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So be sure to tune in. I do all the posts on my social media. You can follow me and Len. Len won't be on tonight because I am live from Italy, so it would have been a little bit difficult with the translations to have her on, but she'll be back on next week. You know this, and Pepe will get on. He'll talk about it. 10th Mountain Whiskey. Pepe loves the 10th Mountain Whiskey. I always bring it back with me when I come back from the States. But you know what? Holiday season's coming up. We'll throw the website out there and a little QR code so you can save some money. But hey, give their bourbon a try. Their bourbon is so good, and their cordial is really, really great. So give them a try. You saw the video early on for Veterans Mortgage, powered by Canopy Mortgage. You can scan that QR code. Interest rates are coming down. It'd be a good time to refinance your house. Or hey, if you've never used a VA loan, go ahead and use it. Scan that QR code. They'd be more than happy to help you out. Even if you just have general questions, maybe you're not refinancing, maybe you're not too sure what you want to do, but hey, go ahead and give them a shout out. PCS to Paradise. I talk about these company. They really helped a lot of my friends out here in Italy. He was PCSing. They thought they were going to Germany, but just like anything else in the military, they shipped them to Hawaii, or maybe already in Hawaii and haven't been able to find that dream place. Scan that QR code. They will absolutely help you find that dream place that you want to see out there, and they'll find it for you. They helped my friends out a lot. Appreciate that. So now I'm going to invite my translator, Francisca, to the show. Francisca, come on. She's a little bit nervous to come on the show, but hey, she's going to do great. So Francisca, first of all, for what you guys don't know, she's also my new language instructor, my language teacher. So how do you think I'm doing as a student so far?
Yeah, you're doing quite great, I would say. Like, to be honest.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you are willing to learn, which is very important.
I think it's really important that when you move to a new country and to a new culture, that you learn that culture and you try to learn the language. I'm kind of long in the tooth, but I practice Italian every day, and she's been a great instructor, and she's really helping me a lot with learning Italian. It's a little bit hard for me because losing my hearing in Iraq, sometimes I have time with the pronunciation of words, but you help me a lot making sure I pronounce things correctly. So, Francisca, with that, why don't you introduce yourself to my audience, and can you introduce yourself both in English and in Italian, so the audience can learn a little bit about you, and then after she's done, we're going to have Pepe, Francisca's father, come on, and he's going to be the first person we interview, and it's just going to be a great show. So sit back, grab your favorite drink. And now we have a little bit of Francisco and a little bit about Italy.
Okay, so my name is Francesca. I am
Francesca, I'm sorry, I said that wrong.
It's
I
fine.
apologize.
It's fine. I am 22 years old. I am currently a student and doing my master's. I am obviously Pepper's daughter. Yeah, and what else to say about me? Besides English and Italian, I speak French, German, learning some Russian, or at least I'm trying.
Now you studied school in Germany last year, right?
Yeah, I went on an exchange semester. I was there for 7 months, and I had the opportunity to better my German, which it was a really good experience for me, and I recommend maybe going abroad just for traveling, studying, working. It's a great experience for everyone to do, in my opinion. So if you have the opportunity to do so, I highly recommend.
I know that talking with your father, and I've been to Germany quite a bit. I speak a little bit German. That he said you really enjoyed your time in Germany. You really had a great time. Now, where were you at when you were in Germany? What area?
I was in Franken.
Frankfurt? Okay.
Yeah,
Frankfurt? No, not Frankfurt. No.
Nearby. It's
Nearby.
like a small town there. But yeah, it wasn't a big town, but it was right in the center of Germany. So I had the opportunity to see some other cities in the country as
Did you go
well.
to München?
Yeah.
Did you go to Kaiserslautern?
Sorry?
Kaiserslautern?
No, but I had the pretzel with butter.
Oh, yeah.
Do I switch to Italian?
Yeah, so right now she's going to, for our Italian guests that are watching, she's going to say exactly what she just said again in Italian. And let me, hang on 1 second, I got to check because Chris is texting to make sure everything's okay. Sorry, we're getting feedback from the mics. Is that better, Chris? I might have to shut one off. Okay, go ahead.
Mi chiamo Francesca, ho 22 anni e sono una studentessa alla magistrale. Oltre all'inglese e all'italiano parlo francese, tedesco e sto imparando il russo. E come ho detto già prima, ho vissuto per un periodo in Germania per 7 mesi. La mia esperienza che raccomando a tutti così perché davvero cambia la vita, o che vai a lavorare o che vai a studiare o altro davvero è un qualcosa veramente che cambia la vita. Quindi se avete l'opportunità di viaggiare, di andare all'estero per lavoro, per studio, fatelo.
It's gone.
A bisogno spontaneo.
Great. Yeah, great. So with that, Pepe, you ready to come on? No, no, no. Drum roll. We're going to switch seats?
No.
No, you have to sit in the middle.
Stuck in the middle with you. Ah. Do you remember me? Tell me, do you remember this face? Huh? The most famous Italian waiter.
Most famous.
Most famous Italian waiter. Only for you. With Clifford Bowman. Applause, clap your hand.
Bravo, bravo.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Now, let your daughter translate what you just said.
Sure. Translate.
Into Italian.
See?
You sang, so what I'm trying to sing.
Say it in, can you say what he said in Italian?
The song.
No, when he introduced himself. Say it in Italian. Say,
I can.
yeah, so I want to do English and Italian because I get many visitors from Italian watching. So just introduce your father like what he just.
Yeah. Allora, ha detto, vi ricordate di me? Sono qui con il grande Clifford Bowman.
Okay, Cliff.
So, Pepe, I've known you now for almost 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how would you think in those 2 years how my education and knowledge of Italy has improved?
In questi 2 anni che vivo in Italia, secondo te, quanto è migliorata la sua conoscenza dell'italiano, dell'Italia e degli italiani?
Molto, molto, è migliorata molto, anche perché sei molto attento, molto curioso, fai molte domande e impari in fretta.
He has learned a lot because he is curious, he asks questions when he wants to know something, and he also learns fast.
I try to learn fast.
Yes, sir. Yes. Sì, sì.
So, for my American viewers out there, they've seen you before on the show twice now. You've been on the show twice. But, when they come to Italy for the first time, and my brother's going to come on because he's here in Italy for the first time, what would you, and we talked about this before, but what's the best advice that you can give somebody who's never come to Italy and they just got here and they're coming to Kajna for the first time? What's your
Qual
best
è
advice?
un consiglio che daresti a un americano, come ad esempio il fratello di Cliff, che viene qui per la prima volta in Italia?
Di trovare un amico come me.
To find a friend like him.
Yes, yes. And you can't have this when he's all mine.
No,
Yeah.
no, vabbè, scherzi a parte.
Yeah. See.
Uh,
Let me see what he's saying. Go ahead. Okay, we're good. Okay. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay, go ahead. Hey, Brian, what's going on? And Brian says hi, Pepe. He's watching from America.
No, scherzi a parte, a proposito della domanda che mi hai fatto prima, un consiglio che do a chi dovesse venire in Italia per la prima volta sarebbe molto 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 più comodo se già conoscesse qualcuno in Italia che gli faccia da guida.
It would be great if you had someone already in Italy to be your guide, to show you around.
Perché molto spesso, parlo per la mia esperienza da cameriere in un ristorante, molto spesso i clienti americani vengono visti come limoni. Tu cosa fai con il limone? What you do with the lemon? You take the juice. Okay?
So American clients, when they come here, they are seen as lemons, which means, as my father already said, that you squeeze them out.
Because you are a tourist. You came here for just one time. So I try to take more and more and more juice. io non lo rivedrò mai più.
I'll never see him again.
Yeah. So it's very, very better if you came here, if you are a friend che ti fa da guida.
Trying to be your guide.
I think too, for anybody who travels abroad, I've traveled to many countries. It's important to be open-minded.
Just
ahead.
one thing. Io non conoscevo Cliff.
I did not know Cliff.
La prima volta che Cliff è venuto in questo ristorante era un cliente normale,
The first time when Cliff came here to the restaurant, he was a normal customer.
ma la cosa che mi ha colpito di Cliff era lo sguardo.
But
the
what got him about Cliff was his gaze.
Un po' smarrito ma curioso.
How about you?
Kind of lost but curious.
E così day by day ci siamo conosciuti.
So they got to know each other day by day.
Now he's my best friend.
That's right. Except for Pepe works too much.
Se non lo sapete, è un grande cuoco.
If you don't know already, he's a great cook.
Yes.
Continua.
Very,
Puoi continuare.
very kind for Antonio to allow me in the kitchen. But we'll talk about that, Antonio.
I teach
You. See. But I think for people who travel abroad, who come to Italy first, they're a little bit nervous because they don't know how the Italian people are. One thing that I've noticed, no matter where I've traveled in Italy, is the Italian people are mostly friendly and open. And if you attempt to speak Italian to them, most of them will try to respond in kind and speak English to you.
Cioè che quando gli americani vengono in Italia non hanno un'idea di come siano realmente gli italiani e nella sua esperienza gli italiani sono persone molto accoglienti che da nord a sud.
It's true. It's very true. This is true.
Yeah.
Not
So,
for the waiters.
yes. For a lot of Americans, they when they military, they come here to Italy their first time in a foreign country. But most Americans come to Kajna and have their first taste of Italy here at Kajna.
Cioè vengono gli americani che si trasferiscono qua, generalmente lo fanno perché vanno in una base. Quando vengono qua, il primo gusto che hanno, il primo assaggio che hanno dell'Italia è a Kajna.
Sì. Sono, diciamo così che sono fortunati 2 volte
They are twice lucky
Twice later.
perché vanno nella base dove ci sono tutti americani e in linea d'aria il primo ristorante più vicino alla base è questo.
because when they come here, they live together with all Americans. But then, right outside home, they have an Italian restaurant.
And in this restaurant ci sono io.
See,
There's him in this
there's
restaurant.
Pepe. See. Well, and I will tell you that a lot of my American friends, as they expand, as they come to Italy and they travel around Italy, they all say that the food at Kajna is always the best.
Tutti gli italiani che poi si trasferiscono in altre parti dell'Italia dicono che il cibo a Kajna è sempre il migliore.
Questo per il discorso che ho fatto prima. Quando in un ristorante entra un cliente americano, viene visto solo come turista e dal turista bisogna prendere quanto più puoi prendere. In questo ristorante invece noi li trattiamo come amici. Il nostro interesse è che vengano tutti i giorni. Quindi li consigliamo, la qualità è sempre la stessa, i prezzi sono uguali per gli italiani e per gli americani.
That's because when Americans go eat out, it's like we said before, that they are seen as tourists to squeeze out. But at Kajna, they make it so that the Americans become regulars. So they come here and they eat like regular people coming to the restaurant. So they become regulars.
So David Tritton says ciao.
Ciao!
He actually lived in Germany and he was part of a boy band in 2000. And so he sang in a boys band in German, and he
That's
also
cool.
speaks Italian.
That's
So you can say hi to David in Italian. You can say ciao to him. Say ciao.
No,
Ciao.
questo David Trentin è vissuto in Germania, ha fatto parte pure di una band e ha imparato l'italiano.
Bravo,
Yeah.
bravo.
Agui di Arizona. He's in Arizona, right?
Arizona,
Ah,
yes.
Arizona.
Yes. See. And what was the name of the boys band he was in, David? I put him on the spot here, but it's for us and my family, we consider everybody here kind of our family now, and I think for a lot of the Americans, that over time they feel like this is part of their family because the environment that is here, and a lot of it has to do with your father.
Gli americani che vengono qua si sentono come di avere una famiglia, per questo quando poi devono lasciare si sentono un po' sperduti di lasciare una famiglia.
È la stessa cosa anche per me e per il mio staff. È la stessa identica cosa. Io, se vi faccio vedere il mio telefono, è pieno di foto con i clienti che vanno via e che prima di andare via vogliono farsi una foto con noi come ricordo.
It's because the Americans are friends, so well said like this.
Yeah.
Well, but it's like they are treated like friends, not tourists. So my dad make an example. He has a lot of contacts of Americans, and they text him like he's just a regular friend to them.
Possiamo dire che sono un monumento italiano.
They are Kajna is an Italian monument.
Yes.
And so if you're coming to Italy and you want to visit Kajna restaurant, please bring Pepe a bottle of 10th Mountain whiskey. It's his absolute favorite.
Se vieni qua a Kajna, ha detto di portare il tuo whisky preferito.
Sì, sì.
So-
Che whisky?
David, the boys band that he was in was called The Crew.
Oh.
Do you know?
The Crew.
I
You have to
have
look
heard
it
of
up.
Yeah.
That was the name of the band he was in
The
Germany. The Crew.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, too easy. So, hey, Pepe, I would love for you to go and grab Antonio. I think I'm going to bring Antonio, the owner, on to come on and talk about what's new with Kajna. Is that okay?
Perfect.
And I think I will have my brother come on after that. And then maybe Pepe and Claudio can come on and take over the show.
Ok.
Let's just let her translate.
Sorry. Adesso praticamente verrà Antonio, poi dopo il fratello di Cliff e poi alla fine dello show tornare tu Claudio.
Sì. Ok.
Yeah.
Posso salutare?
Sì, sì.
I'm
Change
waiting
over.
for you.
Pepe went to go grab Antonio, but real quick, we went through the time change. It can be very stressful for a lot of people. So hey, let's keep our mental health in check, and let's just make sure that we're looking out for each other. It's very important. In Italy, I'm gonna ask you a question. How does the culture in Italy view mental health if somebody's having a mental health issue? Is it very supported by the families or not? 'Cause I know in America, for a long time it wasn't, but I don't know if it's the same here in Italy.
It really depends. Generally, it really depends on the family, like the attitude towards the mental illness. It's also like depends what kind of issues we're talking about. Because lately, for example, stuff like depression, anxiety, trauma is starting to be more understood. But other mental health issues, like maybe more serious, like maybe more severe issues, I can't list all of them.
No.
But they're still kind of stigmatized, especially because mental health care in Italy still isn't the best.
It's a little bit behind this.
I would say, yeah, compared to the States, compared to what I personally see, we are a bit behind, especially in the South.
So Antonio here, the owner of Kajna, is going to join the show. Antonio, thank you. Sit in. So as you guys know, Antonio's been on the show before. So I would like for Antonio just to kind of reintroduce himself to the audience, and then talk about Kajna and then what's new at Kajna, and you two just kind of have a conversation.
Puoi parlare, puoi presentare te stesso e parlare
Sì.
un po' di Kajna?
Come me. Mi presento, sono Antonio, sono il titolare di questa attività che è una pizzeria e ristorante. Sono quasi 4 anni che siamo in piazza a Gricignano, nessuno ci credeva e fortunatamente stiamo andando avanti.
So his name is Antonio. He is the owner of the activity, the business, and he's very happy that they've been open for 4 years and they've made such good business since they opened in Gricignano, which he said they really weren't expecting, but they are lucky.
I know many Americans love this restaurant.
Molti americani adorano questo ristorante.
Sì, lo sappiamo bene anche perché almeno abbiamo Peppe, Claudio, i pizzaioli in cucina, c'è Lello, c'è Cliff, quindi è una bella storia.
It's because they have Beppe, they have Claudio, they have Cliff, they have good pizzas, they have everything to make an activity go.
Sì.
You know, one thing that a lot of Americans say is that as they travel through Italy, they realize how good the food is here. And I know for Antonio, as a great chef that he is, it's very important that things are made here very traditional and the ingredients are very good, and it's very important. And I think a lot of Americans appreciate that because you can taste it in his food.
Gli americani quando vengono qua non hanno un'idea chiara proprio del cibo italiano, però cioè, capiscono poi quando assaggiano il cibo qua che sono molto importanti gli ingredienti, come la preparazione,
Sì,
e
sì.
questo viene molto apprezzato.
E diciamo che è dalla materia prima che iniziamo, dal prodotto, andare al mercato, andare a comprare la prima scelta, qualsiasi cosa,
Everything
per farsi stare
starts
bene.
from the very beginning with the raw materials. So it starts with picking out good ingredients to start from.
And that's very important. David was asking you make good carbonara, but not here. We don't have carbonara.
No.
No.
There's
That's in
lasagna,
Rome.
there's bolognese, there's...
Scaparello.
Che
Scarpariello,
cibi ci sono?
la genovese, lo scarpariello, la nostra lasagna che va
And the
Lasagna goes strong.
the lasagna. Molto buona la lasagna.
la nostra pizza, fortunatamente, che diciamo
Pizza.
va.
He's also good. I can testify for that as well.
Is there? Can you ask Antonio? You know, his brother's in the military, in the Italian military. But I've also seen that, you know, he treats all customers like their family here at Kajna. And I think for the American people, they really appreciate that and they really like that.
Ho detto che tuo fratello
Sì,
è nell'esercito.
sì,
See?
E tutti gli americani comunque apprezzano molto che qua vengono trattati come degli amici, come una famiglia, più che turisti, come ha detto anche papà prima.
così devono essere.
That's how it should be. They should be treated like friends.
See. Ask Antonio before we bring Claudio, or my brother's going to come. Is there anything new on the horizon for Kajna that's coming up that he would like to talk about? New dishes, new food, new changes to the
C'è
restaurant?
qualcosa del futuro di Kajna su cui vorresti parlare con il pubblico?
Sì.
Tipo cambiamenti al menù oppure alla struttura?
Ci siamo quasi a fine mese, che già il nostro locale cambierà tutto.
The business, the
sia-
location
sì.
will change. Like
Sì,
the location will
il
stay
nostro
here, but
locale.
the building will change.
Sia il nostro menù,
The menu as well.
sia la nostra si dice no, tavoli, Cambia
Tables,
tutto.
chairs, everything will change.
Tutto.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dal 27-28 novembre cambia tutto.
From the 27th onwards, more or less.
So
Cambia
they,
il menù, cambia il locale, cambia colore, cambia tutto.
They will make it better.
so during the renovations, what days will kind of not be open so the people so I can let the American know?
Quando ci saranno questi lavori, quando sarà chiuso il ristorante, si può farlo sapere alla base.
2 o 3 giorni.
2 or 3 days.
Oh,
Farò anche la notte.
They will mainly do at night so that the service won't be interrupted.
oh, nice. Bravo. Yes.
E il mio sogno sarà aprire un'altra attività con Cliff.
His dream will be to have an activity together with Cliff.
Oh, I would love that. See. So tell Antonio thank you for coming on,
Grazie
and
per aver
I'm gonna
partecipato.
bring my brother on now
Okay.
to talk about his first experience here at Kajna when he first came. Because anytime my family comes to Italy, we always come to eat Kajna the first day.
Ogni volta che la famiglia viene in Italia li porta subito a mangiare a Kajna il primo giorno.
Lo so.
He knows.
È stato di passaggio lui il primo giorno e non ci ha lasciato più.
No.
Infatti sta sempre qui, anche se mi viene a dare una mano in cucina, qualsiasi cosa mi chiama, io chiamo lui. Cioè,
He came in randomly one day and he never left. And today he even helps in the kitchen.
è un grande, veramente.
He's a great man.
Maybe one day Antonio will let me do American barbecue and serve it in the restaurant.
Fare barbecue stile americano. Una
Sicuramente. Grazie.
Thank you. Jessica, bravo. Good job.
Yeah, you're doing great. All natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for you guys don't know, this is my much older brother and quite short.
Had to add that in.
Yeah. Hey, I want to thank everybody for joining in. As you guys don't know, my brother is retired military. He was in the Guard for 20 years.
22.
22.
Don't cut me
And
short of those 2 years.
he's here in Italy, and he's been here for about a week now. And, you know, we came here in Kajna for the first time, and it was great. And so I'm going to stop now and let Francisco translate. I'm sorry I talked too long.
Me to translate into Italian.
Can you translate what I said?
Yeah.
Ok.
Questo è mio fratello. È arrivato qua dall'America. Anche lui era nell'esercito, ma si è andato in pensione. E oggi è qua al Kajna a partecipare al podcast insieme a Cliff e gli altri ospiti anche.
Yeah, you go. So, you know, you guys flew in, your flight was delayed, your luggage got lost.
A little bit of craziness.
Yes.
Perso il bagaglio.
Yeah.
The bag. Tagliano bago?
Ha perso il bagaglio.
The basso bigago. Yes.
Perso il bagaglio.
And we came that night to have dinner here at Kajna.
Yep.
And so I just talk about how that experience was for never being in Italy, then coming here and seeing Pepe, Claudio, Antonio, everybody.
Primo passo in Italia, è stato al
Yeah,
Kajna.
I think, we were a little bit fortunate because our much older brother had come before and had eaten here. And of course, Billy, Cliff, has told us all the great things that happened here. So it was not a huge surprise about coming in. We anticipated it being great.
La prima volta sono arrivati un po' a mangiare a Kajna perché Cliff ne aveva parlato molto bene e in realtà prima già era arrivato l'altro fratello molto più grande, the other brother,
Yeah.
e,
Molto grande.
e ha sentito solo buone cose riguardo al Kajna, quindi subito siamo andati a mangiare.
But when we came in and sat down and first met everybody, it it was much more welcoming and warm and beyond even what I would thought that it could have been. I
Molto
mean,
più accogliente di quello che si aspettava.
It's hard to explain that, right?
right.
Because it feels like you're home. To a
Yeah.
restaurant, it's odd. In America, you don't have that. You don't have that feeling
No.
when you walk into a restaurant.
And obviously they anticipated us coming. I think
Sure.
you had told them we were coming, so there was some of that. But I can also tell one of the things that I noticed was all of the guests that came in the door were treated equally. I mean that coming in, you're coming into dinner with family.
Yeah.
And that really was surprising to me that it was that level. I expected some, but then for it to be that level, it really was beyond what that's where it went to a place that I
I
didn't expect.
clienti sono trattati come una famiglia, come degli amici, non si sente una gerarchia, cioè se tra qua ci si sente a casa, cioè non, ci sente proprio una bella atmosfera.
And the food.
Oh my gosh, we
Il
don't.
cibo.
And the vino, the wine.
Yeah, it was magnificent. I mean, that we sat down and food showed up, and it was incredible. It was incredible, and with the wine we would drink, but it would not have the same impact. The wine in the U.S. is not necessarily. It's very different.
Yes, it's very different. And a good one.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But that's what I'm saying. It is absolutely better.
Il cibo rispetto agli Stati Uniti è molto molto meglio, è tutt'altra qualità.
So I'm going to let my brother come off the show now. And it's late for him. He's still adjusting to eating late. We eat very late here in Italy.
Yeah, very. Yeah.
I think also, Francesca, I think for a lot of Americans, they don't realize that in Italy, they eat very late. In America, we eat dinner very early. Cena? And so I think that's something that you have to adjust. Now, here at Kajna, Antonio opens at 5 because he knows a lot of Americans do eat dinner early, and so that's a very nice thing that he does.
I eat early.
Wow. Yeah, that's something I had to get accustomed to in Germany too. Because they also
they
eat
eat
early.
yes.
The mensa, I remember the cafeteria, it closed at like 2, and like I usually eat at around that time, so it was a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes some getting used to for sure.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out.
Okay, Pepe and Claudio.
Thank you.
Pepe and Claudio is going to take over the show. And I'm going to step away and let them talk whatever they want to talk about on the show. But before that, and Francisco's not going to translate this. Hey, listen, I want to wrap up the show here in about 10 minutes, but I want to appreciate everybody for tuning in. And, we got the holidays coming up and everything, but hey, let's just keep each other's, thoughts and minds in our thoughts. And let's look out for each other. I'm going to say that throughout the show. It's very important. Now, for what you don't know, is Pepe and Claudia have known each other for 40 years.
Vi conoscete da 40 anni.
See? And so I'm going to turn the show over to them. And so for the next 10 minutes, they can do whatever they want on the show.
Okay,
So it's now the Pepe and Claudio show.
Adesso è il Pepe e Claudio show. Capito, papà, lo show è vostro.
Okay. Is with joy and pride from the bottom of my heart that I introduce you my brother Claudio. You don't know, but my brother is a very famous Italian guitar teacher, maestro di guitarra, with usually in the room of the restaurant we make a show with his famous Fender Stratocaster. Take it. Show, mostro la chitarra. Bravo! Grande Claudio. mostro la chitarra, show you the guitar. It's a famous Fender Stratocaster, like the Jimi Hendrix guitar. Ok, introduciti, parla in italiano e lei traduce.
Salve, buonasera, mi chiamo Claudio. Mi è capitato, non l'ho scelto, ma è il mio collega da 40 anni.
It happened to him. He didn't choose him.
Ci divertiamo in questa famosissima sala con il nostro titolare Antonio,
They have fun with the manager Antonio here,
nostro amico Cliff.
their friend Cliff.
Ci divertiamo tra i tavoli,
They have fun among
qui
the
non si
tables.
lavora,
They don't
si,
work here.
si gioca,
They
si
play.
scherza, si ride e si porta avanti la cultura napoletana.
And they keep going the Neapolitan tradition.
This is very important, the Napoletan tradition.
Napoletano, no?
Napoletan.
Entroterra.
Napoletan tradition. Napoletan. So also my daughter is an original Napoletan woman. I put to, mi piacerebbe dire ragazza, ma è una donna.
I'm still a girl.
Che
I'm
donna?
22. Ho 22 anni.
Anche io, 21 per l'esattezza.
He's
Ma
21.
One time.
Sabato 22.
On Saturday he turns 22.
Anche lui sabato 60.
So I have a quick
He
question.
turns 60 on Saturday.
Since I'm trying to learn Italian, when is Claudio going to learn English?
Lui sta imparando l'italiano, quindi quando impara l'inglese.
Quando lei mi darà lezioni di questo,
So I have to give him lessons.
però logicamente paga Cliff.
Yeah, then logically it's Cliff that needs to talk to him.
See,
Bravo, affare fatto.
Okay. Very nice to meet you. And for us, it's too late.
it's
So-
almost midnight, time to close the
Yeah.
restaurant.
Mhm. So we say
Good
ciao. Ciao. Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good. Bravo.
To Roma.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Bye bye America.
Bye bye.
Good job.
Hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the show. You know, it's very important to, have fun, enjoy life, and just, go and do it. And I really appreciate that Antonio allows me to come here and do the show. It's very helpful that, it's midnight here in Italy. The restaurant's closed, but Francisca did a great job translating. I want to thank her. She had a very long day at school today. She's still at the university, but very thankful she took time out of her schedule to come here and translate for me. And I'm very thankful for her to help me learn Italian. Brian, thanks for tuning in. David, thanks for tuning in. And all the other people out there to watch. But, with that, as I said early on, with Wreaths Across America, you can scan that QR code for as low as $15. You can make sure that a wreath is placed on a memorial over the holiday season. It's really great what they do. And so please support them if you can. Along with that, Wreaths Across America Radio, yes, they have a radio station, I said just early on, replays my podcast at Fridays at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 10 p.m. Super easy to find. Just download the iHeartRadio app, the TuneIn app, or the Audacy app, and search for Wreaths Across America Radio for not only this great podcast, The Mental Health Warrior, but all the great podcasts out there. One day I should do a live stream with me working in the kitchen, and everybody can see me working in the kitchen. That would be fun. I might have to try to set that up. That would be fun to do a Facebook Live or a TikTok Live video. That would be fun. Yeah, it'd be fun. But, we talked about 10th Mountain Whiskey and Bourbon. Pepe loves it. It's his new favorite. So if you're visiting Italy and you're going to come to Kajna and visit, Pepe would love for you to bring him a good bottle of 10th Mountain Whiskey, and also Claudio. Claudio likes it also too. So bring 2 bottles, the one for Antonio. But hey, with that, the holiday season, I wasn't a bourbon drinker. I was a Scotch drinker, but they made me switch. But they have a cordial, and the cordial is very, very, very good. And so give them a shout out, give them a try.
It's true.
It's true. And with that, you saw the video about Veterans Mortgage, powered by Canopy Mortgage. If you're thinking about refinancing your house, remodeling your home, or maybe you just want to have some questions about your VA loan, if you should take out your VA loan if you haven't yet, But hey, scan that QR code and give them a look-see. They'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have. And hey, if you're moving to Hawaii anytime soon, or maybe you're already in Hawaii, scan that QR code in PCS Paradise. Be more than happy to help you find that. And Christmas is around the corner. And you know what? You can get your edition of The Mental Health Warrior, my book. You can order it through my website. I do have it reduced for $19.99. You can order that through my website. I will personally sign it and get it mailed out to you just in time for Christmas. It does make a great Christmas gift. You know, we're in November now. We just come out of October. The seasons change. I know stuff can be stressful with the holiday seasons. It's very, very important that we are our brothers and sisters keepers and that we look out for each other. So let's just take some time. Let's talk to a neighbor. Let's talk to a friend. If they've gone quiet or if they're just not quite themselves, take 10 seconds and just give them a call and ask them how they're doing. Thanks for tuning in. We'll have a regular program next week. And I hope you guys have a great and wonderful week. And thanks for tuning in. And thanks to all of my Italian friends and Antonio and everybody who came on the show. And Brian, you have a great week. And David, you too, and everybody else that tuned in. Take care, and we'll see you next week.